Brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet.
Hi, I'm Mike Green. I'm one of the owners of 1A Auto. I want to help you save time and money repairing and maintaining your vehicle. I'm going to use my 20+ years experience restoring and repairing cars and trucks like this to show you the correct way to install parts from 1AAuto.com. The right parts installed correctly. That's going to save you time and money. Thank you, and enjoy the video.
In this video, we're going to replace the Serpentine belt tensioner and show you how to get to the idler pulley as well on this 98 Dodge Durango. Same as a lot of Durangos and Dakotas with the V6 and V8 engines. Tools you'll need are 10mm socket and ratchet, a screwdriver, 10mm and 15mm combination wrenches, and an adjustable wrench.
Look at the passenger side, there's the alternator, and your belt tensioner is right down there. 15mm wrench, put it right on that bolt, pull, which releases the tension on the belt here. You can take the belt off the alternator, and then slowly let the wrench back. Off. You'll want to remove the air box, and it's pretty easy. Use an adjustable wrench to loosen up this nut on top of your throttle body. Take that off, and then there's 4 clips. So you would to open up your air cleaner. Okay, you need to take this whole assembly up, and kind of put it off to the side. Remove your air cleaner. Okay, there's a bolt down in that's 10mm. Okay, there's also a bolt over here in the back corner that you want to remove. It's 10mm, and then there's a little pin right here that you need to pull out. Okay, so I'll remove this bolt. I'm just going to put it down in there to keep it. And then you want to use a screwdriver or something. Somebody's already broken it on this vehicle. Use a screwdriver and just pry that away. And then the bolt that's right down in the center of your box here, just remove that. Okay, and your entire box comes up and out. And you got plenty of room to work right here.
Okay, now with that air box removed, you're going to want to remove your ignition coil, okay, which I'm using a 10mm socket and ratchet and a 10mm wrench. You can see I just unplugged the top lead from the coil, and now I'll speed up going through and taking those bolts off. And now you pull the coil away and disconnect the lower lead by pushing down on a thumb tab and pulling.
And now looking at the back side, it's easy to see. There's a 15mm nut right here. And you want to remove that. Okay, and once that's off, then it comes right out. So here's your original. Here's the new one from 1A Auto. You can see they're all the same. The new one's got the stud and everything. It's going to bolt right in there. While you have that out and the belt off, good idea to replace your idler pulley at the same time. And it's a pretty inexpensive part. And it's just a 15mm bolt, maybe 14 on some vehicles. But you just remove this bolt. The idler pulley comes right off, and you can put the new one right on.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and reinstall, and on the bracket there is another hole that lines up the tensioner, so you put it on there and make sure that there's a little tab on the tensioner that goes into that hole, so make sure that goes in, and then put your nut on and tighten everything up. Okay, and the keen eye will note that that is the original tensioner. This is just kind of a video mule car, so I didn't put a new one on it.
Basically just get about as tight as we can with this wrench. That'll be fine. Okay, and now while this is out of the way, we can put our coil back on.
Okay, and then we'll fast forward through this. Remember, you want to hook up the lower harness on there first, then put the two bolts in, tighten them up. You want to tighten them snug, they don't have to be extremely tight. And then you want to plug in the top one. And now also fast forward through putting that air box back in. Pretty easy. The lower bolt in there, clip that on, get that other bolt up on top in the corner all set. Reinstall your air cleaner, and then make sure that the nut on the throttle body is nice and tight.
Okay, now get the belt routed the way you want it. Put your 15mm wrench on here. And then pull the wrench over. And then pull the belt up onto the alternator. Make sure it stays down. The idler here. Okay. Back on. Just make sure the belt's all routed correctly. And you should be all set. Just gonna pull it loose again. Just make sure it's. I just push it onto the idler pulley a little bit more.
We hope this helps you out. Brought to you by www.oneauto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet. Please feel free to call us toll free 888-844-3393. We're the company that's here for you on the internet and in person.